on, everybody? It's your boy Rail back with another review, man. Yo, this is Snowfall Season 6, Episode 8. Ah, yes. I ain't gonna lie to you. As much as I enjoyed this episode, because I did. I very much did. And now I think I might have been, my last review, last video on Snowfall. I believe I did a death counter of who was gonna die, like how was this thing gonna end? And this episode pretty much told me I was wrong. But am I? But it's looking like I'm wrong. Which I'm not no stranger to being. Very few times am I calling these things correct. Especially, that's how you know it's good. If I call it to a T, the season was mid. Mid to complete ass. But if I'm getting everything wrong, that means they spent me one way, took me another, and I was thinking creatively. So that meant for one hell of a season. Now, like I was saying, as much as I love this episode, I am extremely pissed. Like, I'm mad. Where was this fucking Tour de France type acting from Gustavo in 5 other seasons prior? Where was this level? I didn't even know the man had this ability. Honestly. Like, am I the only one who saw this episode and was like, is Gustavo is he killing shit right now? Like, is he acting his ass off? I was perplexed. I'm watching, as I'm watching, I'm feeling every emotion that Gustavo was feeling. For instance, that scene when he's like, no, it's like several scenes. The scene where he was playing extra cool, right? He was talking to the DEA dude, and he's like, you know what, Gustavo, I don't really like how you moving. I thought that was brilliant. One of my favorite scenes. He's like, most people during this time are like, hey, what's gonna happen? Where's the paperwork? Where's my family gonna go? He's like, you ain't got no questions. The fact you are too compliant is a problem for me. And him just trying to play it off like, yo, I'm just trying to get this shit done. He had like this, I got called out for something that I should have, he's got me. He had this feeling of, and I sat there and I was like, that's a good fucking point. Every single show I've seen, when the feds got them jammed up and they asking them to flip on these dangerous people and do all this wild shit, they're always like, get it in writing. You're telling me all this, but where is it in writing? Make sure I don't go to jail. Make sure my family is safe. Make sure, like, he didn't question them at all. And I missed that. So I thought that was genius. But that look of him still trying to be cool, you know what I'm saying? I felt that. I was like, damn. Then the scene with the DEA lady when they're going to meet the Colombians, he went from, shit, I'm found out to, okay, I'm on his time schedule. He's waiting for 2 hours. He's feeling frantic. This is the first buildup of like his franticness. Right? He's like, damn, I'm supposed to be meeting Franklin. He pulled up to the repast to talk to Franklin and get the details, and so they got a plan. They know it's about to be super risky. It's all or nothing. The separate scenes of them, Gustavo and his lady kissing, and the way he was holding her, like this is the last time. I won't see you. I'm gonna check in. If I don't hear from you, I know you're safe. Like all this horrible shit. And meanwhile, I'm like, fuck, is Gustavo about to die? And then here goes Franklin doing the same thing with his wife. Hey, liquidate everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, shit, this show is fucking great right now. Usually these things happen, those parties end up dead. So I'm like, I'm about to be right. And then here goes Teddy, about to get married. And I'm like, okay, which one of these fuckers are about to die? Like I just knew I was right until I saw Teddy then propose to his woman. She get all emotional about a ring she found. That's nasty work. We'll talk about that. But yeah, so usually when you see those things, man, you know some bad shit is happening to that person. But all three of the people had it, and I don't see a world where all three of them end up dead. So they spun me. I'm being spent. But yeah, Gustavo with the DEA lady, with the Colombians. The Colombians is feeling something off. He was already warning them, like, yo, any changes to the plan, if you, we could die here. So Gustavo has been, from the moment he left that room, he left the house, his life has been in danger. We're not even going to mention the KGB dude sitting on him, sitting, watching and waiting on him. But yeah, I thought that scene was great. Colombians came right out like, yeah, but who the fuck is she? You know what I'm saying? She trying to play her little tough DA role. Horrible. Anybody could see through that. She just kept a stern face and acted tough. But it was Gustavo's decision to tell the truth because oftentimes the truth is so true that it seems like a lie. Like it's so unbelievable. Sometimes the truth is so unbelievable that it just comes off as a lie. And the fact that in that frantic moment, he had the wherewithal to just break the tension with saying some shit like that. Because he's like, because if you tell somebody, you tell the Colombians like who are could murder you and just take the drugs and money, for you to say something like she's de-aged and I brought her here so we could all get locked up, it's like this motherfucker, is he bullshit? You bullshitting? It's like he got to be bullshitting. Okay, he's cool. We've been doing work with him, and we're gonna laugh this thing off because I know he wouldn't. It's impossible. And I was like, damn. Gustavo's killing shit. Because we see that the title of the episode is Ballad of the Bear. And we know Orso, what Franklin always calls him, is it, help me, is it an R? Is it or L? Oso or Orso? Oso. Oso is bear, you know what I'm saying, in Spanish. And so I knew it was going to be heavy on Gustavo. I was like, oh, this should be interesting. I didn't know how. And I didn't know. I was a little worried because I'm like, is Gustavo gonna be able to carry a whole episode and stuff? You goddamn right he is. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he did. I was like, wow. So, him saying goodbye to the kids, I thought was powerful. The way he acted as, like this villain wrestler, and the way he connected with those kids and got them all pumped, like he looked like the ultimate dad. And then he looked like the ultimate husband with her, like sad, like embracing her and knowing this is it. I'm just like, why the fuck is Gustavo doing this? Is it because it's the last season? If everybody could just treat all their last seasons, all their seasons like it's the last one, I'd have a hell of a time. It's just like we would never have gotten season 5. That trash. I damn near didn't even want to watch Snowfall after that. That's how mad I was. So for them to pop back with this and do such character work with this Gustavo episode, like where was this, bro? But yeah, where else did I love Gustavo? Oh my god. Can we talk about the payphone scene with him? Is it just me? Or were you not? I felt all sweaty and nervous. Like he had my anxiety going. He's frantically paging people. He's got to get this code in, and then the DEA agent, like feeling that energy, decides to like hop out. Like, nah, something's wrong. He's dialing numbers. He's checking the time on the kid's watch. All of that is beautiful. All of that is without a word. He wasn't even saying words, and he had me all. I was like, man, what the fuck is going on? Who is he? I was like, we don't know the plan at this point. We don't know the plan. We never knew. They knew. They set everything up. We know that Franklin's supposed to be meeting up with Teddy. Louis is supposed to be the middleman. I don't even know what Gustavo's real job is when he pulls up. Is he the backup? Like we didn't know until we seen it, is what I'm saying. So as he's making these phone calls, I'm trying to figure out, okay, what phone call we waiting on? There's a bunch of beepers going off. Okay, boom. This is to Franklin. This is to Louis. It's so much shit happening. So I'm fucking freaking out, and this man sweating and jittering and moving. He just made that come off the screen crazy. That probably, to me, was top two scene. I would give it number one, but the way they did it toward the end, the way they ended the episode, it's a toss up. It's a toss up between this scene and that one for me for the best. But goddamn good job, Gustavo. Like I wish I could have seen more of this. You don't even say paragraphs in seasons. You just grunt, you kill, you fight, but you don't talk. You don't talk. You're a man of very few words. Now I'm mad because I feel like he's been underutilized all these seasons. He had this ability to act like this, and we wasted him. Now, and to be fair though, Gustavo is been a great character. Period. I'm not taking that from him. They got the right guy for the job. He did an amazing job all these seasons. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you had a phenomenal actor, but you didn't allow him to showcase it until the last season. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Javi is one of my ultimate favorites. You know that. I just loved Javi. It wasn't to say his acting was next level. Gustavo fucking murdered him in anything I've seen Javi take part in as far as acting, as the skill of acting. But Javi's character is just so lovable. You get where I'm going with it? I had Javi over Gustavo, but if I knew he could do this, it wouldn't have been a competition. I didn't know this. I didn't even know he entered this. I love the Assassin Twins. What are they? I love them as characters though. There's a lot of good characters on the show. Now I'm sitting around looking at the cast like, who else can act? You know, was he better than nobody's better than Jerome? That's over. The best actor is gone. But damn, can Gustavo cry? Like I don't know. Let's talk about the plan. How risky is that shit? I love and I didn't know like so I was wrong. I think what was my prediction? Louis was gonna trade on Franklin, right? And that's how Teddy was gonna get him. But Louis actually she used her brain instead of her emotion. She knew now that Jerome's gone, she could A, blame Franklin, set him up, get him killed, still have to deal with a Teddy. Who's going to help her when the feds come, when this party is over, when there's no more drugs to be sold, and there has to be a fall guy? Nobody's that dumb. Somebody's got to take the fall, which, I'm pretty sure Louis considered that like, well, let me take his connect, but we could still pin it all on Franklin. I'm down with that. But now she sees that how Teddy operates. She been feeling that energy. She always said she was scared of him. Told Jerome she was scared of him. Told Franklin she was scared of Teddy. She always had a fear of Teddy and the government, as she should. So it looks like she went with her first mind, despite having to deal with Franklin the devil. So she chose the devil she knew. I thought that was the right move. But even then, Teddy was nemesing, right? When he's on the phone, how many times did he tell Louis, I'll be watching? He told her, I'll be watching like 2 to 3 times. Take him there. And Teddy, low-key, he killed it. I know we want to hate Teddy. We want to hate Louis. But they did their motherfucking thing this episode. This is a good-ass last season. Shit. It's going to be tough for me trying to figure out which was the best episode because they seem to just keep escalating. They keep escalating. And I don't want to be, a victim of the moment. Like I see it and I go, oh, this is the best shit ever. This is the best shit ever. When really maybe episode 5 was. Like, I'm going to have to rewatch them. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a wrap up. A series finale wrap up. When it's all said and done. We'll get into some awards maybe. We're going to bring the awards out. But, yeah. So Teddy and Louis fucking held it down. Teddy telling her, like, I'll be watching is the exact reason that Louis chose to side with Franklin. He's nemesing. And he never raises his voice. He whispered. Can we talk about that for a second? Look, when oh no, first before I want to get into that, I want to talk about Louis because Louis didn't play a huge part, so I could just get her out of here. But the part she did do, like when she was supposed to beat up Franklin, that scene, powerful. Cause here he is vulnerable. She hates him. She blames him. So she's hitting him. She's going off on him. And the fact that it just seems like she wasn't getting through. Her punches just wasn't affecting this man. And there's still some love for Franklin in there. You see that because she goes from straight Canelo hooks and winky right jabs to just, you know, angry emotional lady pounding. Like she goes from these like precise punches where she's throwing her whole hips into it. She looked like she had good form. She put the hips, she turned the hips in a few of them motherfuckers. But it just seemed like when she reached that breaking point of just like, fuck you, Franklin, like that was her release. Like she was able to finally explode on the person that she hates. Like, but even in that beating, it sounds kind of weird. I don't know if you're gonna follow me, but when she just hopped all on him and started swinging, that felt like somebody that cared about the person that they was hitting. I know. Those swings didn't seem like, you know, I'm trying to fuck you up swings. Those were, I loved you, you did this. I'm mad. I just want to hurt you, but I can't. It that might have been, I might have went too deep. I don't even know if you, where you at with it. I might have went too deep. Come on. That's bars right there. If you watch it again, you'll get what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm verbalizing what I'm trying to get out there, but I don't know. I did the best I could. But yeah, and his wife unable to see her husband get beat, just hear even she did a good job. And I can't stand Franklin's wife. Like, just so useless to me. That's all. If I had to shit on one thing, it'd be his wife and her mother role in this whole thing. Them playing dress up and fake ass Ocean's 11. Like it was just bad. They did not, they missed the mark completely on that. I saw the vision. They thought they ate. They didn't. Gustavo ate. Jerome ate. Damson angry eats. Okay. Or evil Damson. Anything, when he's evil, just whether he's screaming or not, motherfucker, he comes through. But yes, now on to Teddy. Like when Teddy gets Franklin finally right, hangs like is like lynching him, got him on the little trash can contraption or whatnot. He is just the way he's meticulously talking to him, no anger. This is the man that killed your father while you listen to him. This is the man that threatened your son and your baby mama's life. You have him right here. All that the tears you dropped over your father, the probably the memories of how you ain't got no family really because your brother's dead, all of that just culminating, and Teddy reaches this point of just calm. Like, yeah, you fucked me over. I fucked you financially, and yet no, I killed your father. So in theory, I'm still up because I got your money, and I killed your father. You just killed my father, and you ain't got nothing else from me. You know where he should be filling up. He's just anybody would be reasonably angry. Like, I'm gonna shoot you right here where they left you. None of this torturous shit. That's what makes Teddy. This is what Louis is talking about. Louis was the only one that was openly afraid of Teddy. Franklin may have been, never really spoke it. He never moved, he knew it would be a time, but fear is what Louis felt from Teddy. She's the one who felt real fear. and he's just got Franklin posted up like this. And then he's just mixing these chemicals. Like, he even apologizes as he drags for hanging him up there like that. Like, he's dragging the barrel over. This sick fuck apologizes to Franklin. Hey, sorry about all this. I just couldn't trust you. I had to turn my back, do a lot of shit, so I had to put you up here like that. And then as he goes to mix these chemicals as used to dissolve the body, he's finna fucking wipe Franklin out of existence. Black dude born, black dude is smart, goes to Ivy League school. Help black dude take over LA with the drugs, make him a rich man, and then I disappear him for nobody to know what the fuck happened to said black man. He was at grand opening, grand closing is how Teddy was coming. So he's apologized to him. He's being very cordial, being nice. Meanwhile, he's got his Dexter shit on. He's got the mask and he's mixing shit up, ready to just be done with you. And then his method of killing you is sick as hell. Like, meticulous. Just, hey, I'm gonna stick you with this. You're gonna go to sleep and never wake up. More than you deserve. So now he's even being reasonable. Ain't nothing scarier than a man whose father you killed and is reasonable with you. That's a dangerous motherfucker. It's almost like where I find it funny that everybody, especially Louis, looks at Franklin as like the devil. Like, you're the devil, you're a bad guy. Because it's so easy to just point out Franklin. Because he's made his mistakes. He's flooded the community with drugs. But it's so funny, he's just the front man of the devil. The real devil, because Franklin is a man filled with emotion. Franklin has emotions. The devil doesn't. The devil comes with a purpose. It's all business, baby. Dealing with me ain't nothing personal. Oh, take that soul about you. Go ahead and do that. Let me get that about you. It's business, right? Franklin may pretend to just be, I could keep a business, I'm going to do business. But when it comes to family, relationships, I mean, look at how he got shot. Trying to reason with the ex-girlfriend that turned crackhead, like, and then he gets to drop on her and don't kill her. That's not something the devil would do. Too many times Franklin showed you he ain't cold enough to play the devil role. Even when he accepts it. He's just so tired of being called it. He's so tired of explaining how he's not bad and how, shit goes one way. But I brought us this. The devil don't negotiate. The devil ain't trying to reason. The true devil is Teddy. I thought it was beautiful how they did that. One episode, we're going to make you feel that Franklin's the devil, but we're going to show you who the true devil is. It's Teddy. He even gave you a glimpse of his evil. He scared the shit out of a woman who would scare the shit out of me. When she came out with his mother's ring in a handkerchief, and he goes, "You want to do my things?" Like, even that, like, he didn't, it was terrifying. I was scared of him. I said, damn. She even looked and said, "Oh, is this the real Teddy? Like, what was that?" And then he just goes right back to melancholy, like, here's this ring, marry me. That's terrifying. What? That's Jeffrey Dahmer level. Like, Teddy's not a human, is what this episode was. It's the ballad of, also, it's Gustavo's crazy acting, and yeah, but the real meat of it is Teddy is the devil. Truly. I thought it was beautiful how they came across with it. And so he's doing all this, and then at the blink of an eye, you got the KGB dude coming in. He finally plays his real role in this whole thing, because I ain't gonna lie to you. The KGB dude, he only talked to one other guy. His purpose was kill Javi. Thanks for that. But I didn't see it. You let Teddy get the drop on you. You be out here fucking. I didn't see his true purpose. He just added another headache. He was just another option, but he was a man by himself. The KGB ain't holding big weight like that in America. Where's your comrades? Where are they? Where's this? At least the DEA dude. We know he had a team, right? Teddy has a team with the CIA. Like, there's teams. I didn't see that representation of the KGB with him. He didn't feel like a factor. He just felt like somebody fishing and trying to get information and trying to get his target. He's doing some killing along the way. I just didn't see his purpose. But his was to save Gustavo from the DEA agents, who all got smoked, damn dummies, and deliver this. So, and that was a dramatic moment. Like, also, I knew was gonna win that fight, but for a split second, I did not know who Gustavo was gonna side with. I mean, we know just earlier Franklin gave him the half meal, gave him the passports. His other half gave him the passports. He made good on his end. They made a plan together. But also, I was thinking, damn, what if? Because I honestly thought that if they killed Franklin in episode 8, they could hold it down for 2 episodes without Franklin Saint. There's still a lot of shit to be closed off. What happens with Gustavo? What happens with Teddy? What happens with Louis? What happens with Leon? Sissy, what happens with her? Before the KGB dude came in there, what happens with him? There's so many things that need to get closed. So many chapters that got to close. I honestly believe that the death of Franklin in episode 8 was a high possibility at this point because it would have affected the next 2 episodes. That now what do we all do? There's no Franklin. What is the fallout from that? They could have went that route. And I was sitting there like, shit. So I know some of y'all probably looked and went like, oh yeah, Gustavo was definitely going to choose Franklin because you all are geniuses. But the mood in there, he looked around, he's looking at Teddy, he's looking at Franklin. He's taking forever to get Franklin down. Franklin's damn near in that fight, he's hanging to death. He could have just let him die. And it really wouldn't have been his fault. And he got what he needed. He could have helped his man Teddy out one last time. And the fact that he chose Franklin, and that just lets you know that Teddy ain't shit. He's the devil. And everybody knew it. So it was so. And Teddy and that whole, hey man, what are you doing? Questioning Gustavo, hey, come get me down. Like, what did he promise you? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I got you. And nah, buddy. But still, he's sitting there alive and he's got that trump card. So while at this end it feels like I might be wrong, I don't know. Because Teddy is the only one who knows what 73 million is. Why? Because he chose the money over his career. And I thought his whole thing was to save the country. That's how much bullshit Teddy is. He's telling his wife, like, you know what? I was supposed to turn that money in today. But now, since I don't, that means I can never be CIA again. And you told me I could be a power out here without working for them. And 73 million, let's just be real, bro. You ain't really thinking about helping somebody. You got to see, you took the money and you disappeared on the CIA. You're done in America. And I don't know what their reach is. I don't know what their friendship, their partnerships. He might have some idea, but I mean, what level is Teddy on? He ain't G14 classified. He might be like G11. He don't know all the secrets. He don't know what they know. He could very well, wasn't he the one who smoked somebody out in Cuba? That could very well happen to him. And then what that 73 million get you? Clearly not enough security. So that's what I'm saying. It's not about none of that. You want that money. You want to win. Teddy wants to win. And as he hangs there, I don't know if that's the end of Teddy, to be honest with you. There's a chance that Teddy makes it out with the money. There's a chance that Franklin dies. There's a chance that Gustavo goes. My predictions very well could stand because all the twists and turns they take in this season, the where they leading us may not be the destination. You feel what I'm saying? Was there anybody else that came to my attention that I found interesting? Leon and Scully just riders. They soldiers, so they didn't have too much of an impact. They just kind of went along with everything. But yeah, man, I gotta say this was a fucking awesome episode, and kudos to the actor that plays Gustavo, aka Oso, aka I don't know what was his wrestling name. Was that his wrestling name? I don't know. But yeah, protect your health, yourself, your wealth, man. I hope y'all enjoyed that as much as I did, for real. But your boy Rose out of here, man. Peace.
Yo, I know I don't need no introduction, but y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy Hollywood Rail. And I appreciate you for sliding through and watching these videos. But you know what I need from you? Alright, if you ain't already, I need you to like this and subscribe this, man. We at 1,000 trying to get to 2, alright? Push it for your boy. Get them algorithms up. So when it come to that subscribe button,